Good afternoon. Welcome to our Children's and Youth Martial Arts program for this Thursday afternoon. We are going to be working today on some of the foundational striking techniques from the Canadian Jiu-Jitsu Council and Chito-Ryu Karate. We'll also be looking at some of the foundational blocking and parrying techniques that will be necessary for good self-defense as well. So let's start out today. Hands are out, back is straight, chin is up, because we are proud of who we are. We want to make sure that we don't look down and get treated like somebody's doormat. A big chunk of self-defense is being able to stand up for yourself. So here's how we do it from the traditional karate and jiu-jitsu. Feet are in the ground, the back is straight, the chin is up, the hands are out in the front because we respect who we are. We're going to bring our hands and feet together and ski, right, which means bow, and we say us, us, and then we're going to stand nice and tall. Okay. In self-defense, self-defense is, as my teacher used to say, self-defense is 80 to 90% a game of mental preparation. So it's not necessarily that we are going to be the toughest and the strongest person around. That's a very hard thing to be, and a lot of people pursue it for a long time, but it doesn't take us very far in the end. What we need to be as a good self-defense practitioner for our own health and safety is we need to have good ideas and good plans for what to do in an emergency situation. The most important thing is that we don't crumble to our own emotions. Most people who are trying to physically attack you will also be trying to mentally shut you down and attack you. And so what we have to know is that we can stand up for ourselves and that we can understand when somebody is trying to get us emotionally confused. Because if they can get us emotionally confused, it's very, very difficult to stand up for yourself. So it starts by being confident in who you are, but it also is a big part of understanding what the other person is trying to do, how they are attacking you mentally, and also how they're attacking you physically. And these two things kind of go hand in hand. So what we want to be able to do is build up our physical responses so that our mental strength increases as well, because our confidence will come out of our physical skills, and then we can project those physical skills as emotional confidence, and then we find that people don't seem to take advantage of us in the same way. We don't have to be the toughest person around. We don't have to make people afraid of us. What we have to be able to do is stand up for ourselves when it's necessary. Okay, why don't we start out today with some physical skills. Being strong is one of the most important things you can do. Everybody can increase their strength. The more you can increase your physical strength, the more you're going to increase your physical confidence. And then that helps to bring that mental confidence up too. Okay, so let's start out today. Loosen up the neck. We're going to say yes, 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 yes. And then no, 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 no. And I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. We'll roll those shoulders. And then we're going to roll our arms. We're going to let our arms swing around and warm them up the shoulders. And then we'll swing the arms the other way and warm up the shoulders. And then we'll have a challenge here. We're going to get one arm going one way and the other arm going the other way. And we're going to let our arms swing, one forward, one back. And then we're going to change and we're going to let them swing, one forward and one back. And then we're going to let them swing so they just kind of wrap around the body. So let them swing, let them swing, let them swing. Okay, we're going to warm up our hips and get our legs moving. So hands are going to come up in front of the body, and we're going to bring our knee up and out to the side. So one side and the other. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, from the outside to the inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, try and get your leg to touch your shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Try and get your knee to touch your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this one's going to be tricky. You're going to put your hands behind your head. And what you're going to try and do is get this elbow to touch the opposite knee. So you're going to twist your body and touch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Shake out those legs a little bit as we warm up. And a lot of fighting is done with the heels just a little bit off the ground. So you're on the balls of the feet. So we're going to warm up on the balls of our feet. So we're going to just bounce a little. So let your arms go loose and just kind of bounce on the balls of your feet. Get used to kind of being on those balls of feet. Let's get the feet moving a little bit. See if you can get them to go in and out. That's it. Now, in and out, but going on an angle. So you're going to turn and bring your feet out. You're going to jump to come back in. Corner, center, corner, center, corner, center, corner, center, corner, center, center, corner, center, corner, center. See if you can get yourself moving to the corners. That's it. Been sitting at school all day. It's time to get your body moving around. Corner, 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 corner. Let's try this one. This one's tricky. You're going to try to cross your ankles. Boom. And then open them. Then cross them with the other foot in the front. And then open them. And then cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, open, cross, open. That's it. On the balls of those feet. Moving, 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 moving. Now try this. 2 feet together. And it's like a skier going down a slope. You go to one side, to the other. You go hop, 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 side to side. Then try and go front and back. So you're moving those feet front and back, and then side to side, and then front and back. Good. And let's go from one foot to the other. So you're shifting your weight. One leg, other leg, one leg, other leg, one leg, other leg. So shift, 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 shift. Get your weight going from one to the other. Now try doing that front and back. Weight forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, and side to side, and forward and back, and side to side. Start to work on bringing your arms up in the front a little bit. So you're just going to have them around your shoulder height and your elbows down. Front and back. That's it. And side to side. Oh, I know you want to quit. You want to give it up, but we're going to keep moving front and back because fighters have to be strong mentally. So when you're tired and you feel like you don't want to do anymore, what does a fighter do? They dig in and they push past that. They don't let their mind let them quit, because quitting, you can't do self-defense if you quit. Okay, let's try something that one of my teachers called the chubby checker twist. He's an old musician who used to do a dance where he was twisting. So you're going to lift up your heels, and what you're going to do is you're going to go shimmy, 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 shimmy. So you're twisting side to side, twist, 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 twist. How fast can you go? Twist, 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 twist. That's it. A few more. Twist it around, and slow it down. Okay, let's keep warming up. What we're going to do is we're going to learn some punches as a way to warm up our arms. So we're going to bring our hands up, and a good fighting position is important to success in our self-defense. So a good fighting position has the feet both wide and long. We never really want to cross feet behind and end up walking on a tightrope, because if somebody can knock you down, then they're going to start hitting you on the ground, and there's no way to escape. And escape is the main thing you're trying to do in self-defense. We're going to know how to kick and punch and move, but we're also going to always look for our way out of the situation. So 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. And we're going to start with our lead arm. So to make a good fist, we're going to curl up those fingers and wrap the thumbs around the bottom. We're then going to take our arms up high, yeah, and then we're going to drop them down beside our body. So we've got one arm kind of sitting by our ribs and stuff, and the other arm out here in the front. And we're going to use the front arm to start us out. So we're going to warm up the body by twisting, and we're going to twist the fist. We're going to roll the fist over, and what we want to hit with are these two big knuckles. We want our wrists nice and straight and flat. We don't want to have our wrist up or our wrist down or our wrist sideways. I'm going to push those big knuckles right out and into the target. So we're going to go back to our shifting our weight front and back. Now what I want you to do is when you come forward, I want you to reach with that arm and then come back. So you're going to go 1, 2, and punch. 2 and punch. 1, 2, and punch. 1, 2, and punch. That's it. 1, 2, and punch. Good. 1, 2, and punch. A few more. 1, 2, and jab. This is called the jab, our front arm. Jab it out. Ready? 1, 2, and jab. Good. A little faster. 1, 2. How fast? Can you snap that? Ready? Push it out fast. 1. Don't flick your arm. Twist your body. You're small and you need all the power you can get in your techniques. So you use your whole body to twist. Ready? See if you can twist. Push out of your leg and twist to hit. 1. Let's go for 5 fast ones. 2. Good. 3, 4. Last one. 5. Good. Now we got to be able to do it on both sides. So other leg forward. Get your rhythm. You're in your feet. You're moving. Arms up. Good fists. Drop them down. And 1. And move. And 2. Good. And move. And 3. Good. Remember, roll it out. Get those big knuckles right in there. Extend. So you're twisting a little and you're pushing that long. This is your long distance punch. 3. Good. And 4. That's it. And 5. Nice. And 6. Good. And 7. That's it. 8. 9. And 10. Good. Okay. We're going to change our lead and we're going to use our back arm. So front arm, we called the jab, and the back arm is the cross. The jab is for distance and range and speed. We're kind of figuring out how far away we can reach, how far away the other person is, and we can strike hard, but not nearly as hard as we can with our back arm. Our back arm, that's our power arm. And we want to really be able to deliver power from that back arm. So what makes power? Using all the muscles in your body together. If I just throw my arm around, how much of my weight, how much of my mass am I putting into that technique? Just my arm. So what we want to do is we want to rotate the whole body, and we want to actually punch with our legs. I know normally we think about legs and kicking, but we're going to talk about punching by using our legs to propel the punch. We're going to push out of the leg and we're going to twist on the ball. Remember, we're on the ball of the foot and we're doing our chubby checker twist. We're going to twist that foot so our shoulder pushes forward. And as our shoulder pushes forward, our hand is going to come out, and then we're going to come back to that guard position. So that's our power arm, our cross punch. In karate, it's called the reverse punch. So we're going to push and twist 1, and then we're going to come back. So we're on the balls of the feet again, and we twist and drive and come back. Remember, it's good fist, it's elbows down, it's feet wide and long, and transferring your weight. So push from the ground, snap it out. 1. So let's try out a few. 2 with that cross punch. 3 with that cross punch. 4 with that cross punch. Use your legs. Drive. 5, 6. That's it. 7, 8. Now you want to breathe out when you hit 9 and 10. Let's try it on the other arm. So other leg is forward. We're moving. Remember, we had that weight. It was moving. So when the weight moves forward to the front leg, we want to twist and drive that punch and come back to our guard. Are you ready? And let's give it a try. 1, that's it. Push it hard as you can. 2, drive it in. 3, twist. Good. 4, twist. Nice. 5, twist. Good. 6, twist. Here we go. 7, twist. Keep moving, keep moving. 8, twist. Nice. 9, twist. Last one, and 10. Good. Okay, what do you think? Put them together. Let's do 2 punches together to get these arms all warmed up and ready to go. So if the jab is long and the cross is for power, which one do you think we're going to use first? So if we can get more reach with the front arm, we're going to start with the front arm. So this is probably one of the most important combinations for good upright striking. This is your jab cross. If you learn how to use the jab cross well, you've got a lot to work from for good, solid self-defense skills. You don't need fancy techniques. You need to have your mind in the game, the courage to use the techniques, and enough practice with them that they're going to work for you. So let's put together our jab and our cross. So we said long reach and then power arm. Now, what did I do with my opposite hands when I'm doing that? Watch it again. What am I doing with my opposite arm, the one that's not punching? Where is that arm? Sitting up, because somebody else is going to try and punch you, maybe. And so you want to have your hands up. You got your hands down, you're going to get hit. So you want to have those hands up so you're ready to defend. Let's try making our jab cross combination. So we go front arm, back arm, and then we guard. Let's see if we can move in a little bit when we do that. So we move forward, we follow up, and then see if you can move back a little. Good, let's give it a try. Let's put together a jab cross combo. So we're going to go 1, and we get our jab cross. 2, jab cross. 3, jab cross. Now we want to breathe. Now we're going to get a staccato breath. We're going to go. Good. 4. Nice. 5. 6. That's it. 7. Good. 8. 9. And last one. 10. Good. Other foot's forward, because we want to be able to strike no matter what leg we're on. We want to have skills to take care of any situation. So let's make sure our other side works too. So remember, reach, big knuckles are striking, shoulder is pushing, heel is lifted a little, then we're going to guard and we're going to twist, we're going to push out the other side, big knuckles extending, and then back into our fighting position. So we're going to go 1, good, that's it, 2, get that breath, 3, don't fling your arms. They want to be straight. They want to fly like arrows. Straight out, straight up. Good. 4, 5. Let's try it again. 6, 9, 7. Good. 8. Good. And 9. Last one. 10. Awesome. Okay. I think we're warming up. But you know what we got to do? We got to get stronger. So we're going to head to the ground and we're going to do some things that are going to help get our core of our body and stuff strong. So come on down to the ground. Let me introduce you to one of my good friends, the push-up. The push-up is part of the martial arts world forever because it helps get your whole body strong. What we want to be able to do is hold our body weight on the balls of our feet and on our hands. And what we want to do is not have our bum up in the air, but try to have our bum flat. So let's try some push-ups today. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're going to lie on the back and we're going to work on getting our stomach strong. Because if somebody punches you in the stomach and your stomach's not strong, you're going to feel like you want to throw up. You want to be able to tighten up those muscles, bounce a cannonball right off of that abdomen. Okay, so we're going to lie back on our backs. We're going to put the hands behind the head, get our feet nicely planted on the floor, and we're going to raise our shoulders up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's go back to our push-ups. So we're going to swing that leg through, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back through, and one more set on our crunches. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, while we're on the ground, we're going to talk about getting strong and agile on the ground, because Lots of people want to hurt us by knocking us to the ground and then kicking and punching or sitting on top of us and striking. And this is not a place we can escape from. If we're stuck on the ground, we can't escape. And escape is the number one priority in self-defense, is to get away. So we need to be able to get off the ground, and we need to be strong enough to do it, and we need to have some strategy. Let's start with strengthening up. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on opposite sides of the body. So I want you to bend one knee, get it close to your bum. I want you to take the opposite arm and put it behind you. And this is going to be kind of like a bridge. We're going to have the foot and the hand working together. This other arm is going to be a bit of a defense arm. So it can reach, it can cover, it's in a position where you can fight from. What we want to do is we want to lift our hips off the ground. So we're going to hold ourselves up. So there's some distance underneath us and then back down. So today we're just going to strengthen up with this. Later we're going to talk about how to strategically get on our feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's hard to lift your own body. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's try it on the other side. So we'll switch over, we'll plant that foot, we'll plant that arm, and we want to be able to lift our body up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, let's see if you can figure this one out. This will be the first part of our strategy for getting up on our feet, because what we don't want to do when we're scared on the ground, a lot of time what happens, we want to roll over on our hands and knees. But if that opponent is behind me, I can't defend myself. I'm going to be in big trouble. Sometimes people make the big mistake and they come forward on their hands and knees, and then they get kicked in the face and kneed. We don't want that either. So what we want to be able to do is go backwards. So let's start out here with getting the idea that you can kind of scoot yourself on your bum backwards. So you push with your leg and you scoot yourself away a little bit. I'll go back the other direction. So I'm going to change feet. So I push, I'm pushing myself, I'm pushing myself. I could walk from foot to foot and I'm moving away from the situation. Okay, we'll work on get-ups another time, and here's what we're going to be working on. So our get-ups are going to be when we can lift and make that bridge and bring our leg through and up onto the feet. But we'll work on that maybe a bit next week instead. Okay, let's now get our legs stretched out and ready to do some kicking. So we're going to head back down to the floor. If you want to learn how to get up, moving back down to the ground is the same thing. So you're going to go plant a foot, plant the hand, and put your leg through the hole. Okay, let your feet go out nice and wide to the sides, and we're going to turn, we're going to stretch to one leg. And we're going to turn and stretch to the other leg. That's it. Over the head and stretch to one side. Try and get that rib right up to the ceiling. And over the head, stretch to the other side. Good. Take your hands and reach in between your legs to stretch. That's it. Now, a good rule when you're stretching is to count to about 10 or more while you're holding your stretch. Let's try learning this stretch pattern one more time. So this is this pattern for stretching out the inside of the legs and the hamstrings. So the first one is turn to one leg and try and reach with two arms and hold. In your head, you're counting. And 3, 2, and 1. And then you turn your whole trunk to the other side and reach for that leg. And in your head, you're counting. 7 and 6, 3 and 2, 1. Over the head and to one side. Good. The more flexible you are, the more you resist getting injured, because your body is used to moving through a good range of motion. If you want to be a good fighter, you have to avoid injury. Even the best fighters can't fight very well if they're injured. So we're going to reach down in the front. And come up. Okay, let's have one more look at that tactical get up. So we got that foot down, we got our hand down, we're going to lift up the hips, we're going to put our knee on the ground, moving back and standing up. See if you can practice that and have it ready for next week. Okay, let's have a look at some leg techniques, and then we're going to finish off with some blocks today. So we had our straight punches. We called the front one the jab, and we called the back one the cross. Now we're going to work on some straight kicks. So we're going to be able to do the same thing. We've got two legs. We've got one leg in our fighting position, that's our front leg, and one leg in the fighting position, that's our back leg. And we're going to start with a back leg snap kick. It's one of the fastest kicks out and straight into a target. And it's a good way to gauge distance and to strike. And what we're going to be striking for, if we can, today is right in the middle of somebody's torso, where the ribs come up and join. In that hollow there is something called the solar plexus. And if we can kick hard to the solar plexus, we're going to get our chance possibly to get out of the situation, which is what we're trying to do. Get out. We want out of there. So to do this, we've got to transfer all of our mass into the ball of our foot. And our striking target, if we've got heavy boots on, we can kick with our boots, but we don't want to kick with our toes, or we could really hurt our toes. So what we want to do is be able to curl our toes back and hit with the bottom of the foot. So curl and hit. So what we want to do is we want this bottom of the foot, this ball of the foot, to press out in front of us. So for our snap kick, we've got three things in the leg that are going to happen. First, the hip is going to bend. Then the knee is going to straighten, and the ankle is going to push as the toes are curling back, and then you want to bring it back. You don't want to fall down when you're kicking. Anytime you're kicking, it can be dangerous for being knocked down, because instead of being in your good base with 2 feet on the ground, you're up on 1 foot. So you have to be balanced with that. So you don't want to lean back, and you don't want to fall forward. You want to be able to bring the knee up high, extend the foot, and then bring it back down behind. So it's up, kick, and back down. Up, kick, and back down. So let's go back. We're moving again. We've got good fists. We've got elbows dropped. As we bring our weight forward, we're going to twist the body. We're going to push through the ground and snap 1 and back. Let's try 10 of those. 1 and back. 2. Now we said with the punching, we're going to breathe out. 3. So I want you to go and push 4. Any way that you can get your breath working, you want to do 6. You can try different targets. You could kick to the knee. If you're feeling flexible after that work on the floor, you could kick up to the face. 8, 9, and last one, 10. Let's try that on the other leg. So remember, it is hip bends, knee extends, foot pushes out, in, and back to your fighting position. 1 and back. 2 and back. 3 and back. 4 and back. 5 and back. 6 and back. 7. Let's try some targets. Knees, 8, solar plexus, 9, and way up into the jaw, 10. Nice. Okay, we'll keep working on kicks and strikes, but let's take the last minute here to work a little bit on blocks. So we're going to go to traditional karate and learn some of the Chito-ryu's basic blocking patterns today. Let's get to our fighting stance. Remember, wrap, wrap, drop. Don't drop those hands, drop your elbows. So we're going to do a high block. A high block scoops up the middle and creates a roof over the head, and then drops back down. Over the head, back down. So it's high. So notice I'm making a roof. If this is the center of my body, I'm covering, the rain would run right off. I don't want it to be flat. I want it to be angled because it's stronger. So we go up the middle and then pop, we make the roof, and we come back down. Now, one of the things that people don't know about blocks in karate is blocks are an attack against the other person's weapons. If they're striking you, you're going to strike their weapons hard with the bony parts of your arm. You're going to drive that in there so that they don't want to put their hand in there again. Let's give it a try. So over the head, 1, back down, 2, back down. Make your roof, come back down. Make your roof, come back down. Roof, cover, roof, cover, roof, cover. Someone might be trying to punch you right in the nose, so maybe you want to duck your head a little bit and cover. Move your head a little to the side and block, right? 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're running out of time for today. It's too bad. So many things we're going to work on as we work through our online classes for self-defense and jiu-jitsu and karate. But let's put it all together. Let's see if you can remember all the things we did. So a good fighting stance was feet wide and long. Balls of the feet are on the ground. Hands were wrapped up with the fingers and the thumbs. So no thumbs inside your hands, thumbs around the outside. Guard drops your elbows into place. Let's go and make a combination out of all the stuff we did. So we're going to go like this. We're going to go kick, block, block, punch, punch. Just a simple drill to get your body working. So we're going to go kick, block, block, jab, cross. Good. Let's try it again. So we go snap, kick, block, block, jab, cross. Now, the awesome thing about techniques is you can mesh them up all different ways. Let's try another combination with the same thing. So let's start out with our blocks and our punches. So we go block, block, punch, punch, and kick. Hey, same techniques, different play. Block, block, punch, punch, and kick. Whoa, how else could we switch this around? Let's try one more thing before we finish. Let's start out with our kick, then go for a block, block. Now we can go for our punch, punch. Ready? So we can go kick and block and block and punch and punch. Kick, block, block, punch, punch. How fast can you do this? Can you really burn? Can you really boom, go fast? Can you like throw that kick and throw a couple of blocks and throw a couple of punches? Hope you can. Keep working on it because we got to finish today. Okay, here's a way to calm yourself down. After a while, you don't have to do the arm movements, but to start, the arm movements help. So this is a way from karate to really settle yourself and be ready. So you breathe in through the nose, and then you imagine you're just sinking your feet like tree roots in the ground. So somebody sees you, says, there's easier targets than this person. I'm not going to do this. This is not the person I'm going to pick on. So breathe in. Imagine you calm down, you plant roots, and your eyes say to the world, I stand up for myself. One more time. In and down, and I stand up for myself. Okay. Ski, which means hands and feet together. Rei means to bow. And traditionally in the martial arts, when you bow, you say, Bus. It's kind of a martial greeting. So when I say Rei, you can lean forward and bow with us. Bus. And then you stand back with those feet planted in the ground and the back straight in the chin up. Thanks for joining me today. We'll see you next week. There is so much for us to learn. We just got started today. See you soon.